Hello guys and welcome back. In this lecture we'll be creating this artwork which I created some years back for a client. Okay, we're going to be recreating this in Adobe Illustrator. Okay, and basically we'll be using the blend tool or the blend function which we learned in our past video. And yeah, let's just jump into Adobe Illustrator now and start by creating a new project. So let me just choose the common preset here, and then we import our image, right? Our elephant image. Actually, I created this from a real elephant image when I created this, but since I don't have that image and I can't find it right now, we just use this one to recreate the effect, which will definitely be easier. So come and place, then select the guy and place, then we just drag like this. And the next thing we'll do is reduce our artboard to fit our drawing. Okay, then select our drawing, reduce the opacity of our drawing so we can see what we are doing but don't get distracted. So I'm going to create a new folder and I'm going to lock this folder and work on this folder. So we'll use our pen tool now to just kind of draw out one part of the elephant. So I'm going to draw out the left part of the elephant, and when I'm done I'll just reflect it to create the right part. Okay, perfect. So I'm going to start by drawing the outermost shape here. So I'm going to start with this guy. Just click and just take my time to draw out the elephant. It mustn't be very perfect, or mustn't be perfectly the same as the reference image. I'm going to use my direct selection tool and try to edit our handles like this. Okay, then the next thing will be to create other parts like this one, for example. Then go to other parts. Okay, so click and drag. Perfect. The next part will be this part. So just click and drag. Okay, select the pen tool, click and drag. Click and drag. Drag. Then we need to create this part. Then the next one will be this part. This. Just adjust this guy like this. And just kind of adjust the path like this. Like this. Like this. Okay. And the next part will be this guy. This. And then we'll just create the task like this. So I'm just going to Shift X to give it a fill color instead of a stroke. I'm going to just place this one more accurately. For this guy, I'll just edit it like this and shift it like this. Like this. Okay, and yeah, I think I'm okay with what we have here. So the next part, guys, will be this part. That's the leg. I'm going to just hit Shift X to give it a stroke. Okay, and like this, and like this. Hit A for my anchor point tool, or my direct selection tool rather, and then let's come and create this part like this. Hit A, arrange, and yep. Okay, so for this other part, I'm just going to duplicate this part and just extend it up like this. Use my direct selection tool and edit the path to look like this. And for this one, I'll just draw out line like this and select the both of them and use my shape builder tool. Hold down Alt, click, hold down Alt, click, hold down Alt, and click. I'm just going to select the two shapes here. You see these are two separate shapes, right? What I would do to join them is to select them like this. Select the the outermost anchor points, the both of them. To select, go to objects, go to path, go to join. Okay, select the both of them, go to objects, go to path, and then join. Or you can use Ctrl J for the shortcuts. And then we'll work now on this other part of the tusk, or the trunk rather, and click and drag and click and drag. Okay, just drag like this to smoothen it out, then click and drag, click and drag. Okay, perfect. Let me just extend this one to this point and adjust the handle like this. Perfect. So we're done with almost all of the job. Okay, so click and drag, and here we have this part. Then create this part. Let me just hide this layer to see the progress. Okay. So we have this part we haven't created. Sorry. Okay, I won't join it here. I'll just create it as its separate shape. Okay. Just create it as a separate shape like this. Okay. And then we'll probably then have it come like this. Then we'll have it come like this, okay. And then for the eye, we'll have the eye come like this, and like this. Yep. Just Shift X and maybe reduce the size a bit. Okay, and for this inner part of the eye, I'll just draw it out with the pen tool once more, and Shift X for the stroke, and I'll just complete the path like this. And for this guy, I'll just work on it a bit. Yep, and so far so good. I like what we have. So what we'll then do is just select everything for now and deselect these ones that have the fill color, and we'll come and give it a profile. I'll give it this profile. Then we'll have to increase the size now. That's the stroke size. Increase the stroke size to maybe 2 for now. Okay, and already you see that we've been able to achieve a nice effect. Now we'll start creating our our blended shapes, right? We'll start creating our blended shapes, and we'll just start by creating this part here. So click, drag and drag. Choose your direct selection tool, select the anchor point and just edit it like this. Just adjust it like this. Now then give it a profile. Give it this profile, the same profile, and increase the stroke like this. Maybe I can do more adjustments to this part, to this ending part of the stroke. Okay. Yeah, perfect. Now guys, the next thing I will do is I will create this one. Okay, this one. Basically just give it the same look as this one here. So the same stroke size and the same profile. Then what I would then do is just select the both of them and go to objects, blend, and make. Now we see that we've made a blend between the two shapes, right? And just select the blended shapes and double click on the tool then choose specified steps. Let's just increase the steps to 20 and see what we get. So I like what we have so far, even though it's not blending perfectly with the original or with the reference image. I'm still going to use it like that, and what I can now do is just work on this part so as to have all these other parts attached to the line here. I'm just going to do it like this. Yeah, and we are now done with this one. All we then need to do is to select the shape. Now go to objects, go to path, go to blend rather, and then click expand. So when we click expand, it's going to turn all of them into strokes, right? Into separate strokes. And when we select them and select this guy and then choose our shape builder tool and hold down alt, we'll then be able to delete all the parts we do not need. Okay, we can just march it, drag and delete multiple. Yeah guys, and as you can see, we now have this part created. Now for this other one, we'll just delete and delete to have them eliminated. Delete, 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 double delete. And here guys, we have this part created. So I'm going to the next part, which is this part, right? This part. So the best way to handle this is to divide the shape. So I'm going to hold down C or hit C. Now on C we'll choose the scissors tool, and with the scissors tool we can just cut our shape. Okay, we can just cut like this. We can click here, we can click on the part like this and we have it cut out. We can click here also and have it cut. So the next thing then to do will be to select the both of them, and we can simply use our blend tool, right? So we can select, click and click, can create a blend between them. But I do not want to just use one step, so we use specific steps, right? So let's make this 10 to see what we get. So click and click. Yeah, and as you can see, we now have our desired look. So let me try to work on the parts like this to see if these errors will get away. So I'll just ignore them for now and go on with the rest of the work. Perfect. The next thing, guys, will be to create okay, let me see, to create this and this. Okay, so we need to create a blend like this. So it means we need to create a new shape here. Okay, so you can start from here. Go on like this. Like this. Like this. Like this. Finally, like this. Then we can give this our profile here. Maybe even increase the stroke size and just blend it up like this. Okay, now we can select our blend tool, click and click, and have this blend here. And it's a bit too much, but I like how it looks, so I'm not going to change it. And we're going to move to the next thing. Now the next thing will be having a blend here and here. Okay, so for this one, I think I'm just going to okay, for this one I'll just blend it in like this and then create this one manually. I'm just going to draw it out manually. This and like this and like this, like this. Okay, so select the guy, increase the stroke, and give it a profile. Yep, and we have it looking cool. Now for this guy, I just want to adjust it a bit so that it flows with the present shape. Okay, so to me it's not flowing very perfectly. Let me undo the changes to see. So to me it's not flowing very well. I think we'll just leave it the way it is and go on to the next thing. So to the next thing, we'll handle this part, the tusk. Okay, drag like this and drag like this. So select both of them, give them a stroke size of 2 on this profile. Then I also want to just extend this guy like this. Okay, and then select my blend tool, click and click, and go to my pen tool and click here, and you see that it's been adjusted, right? Good. So just select the guy, double click on your blend tool. Let's make this 15, and yeah, I think 15 will work. We'll just expand our shape, and so we can cut out some of the parts. So we'll choose our shape builder tool, hold down Alt and delete, Alt and delete, Alt and delete, Alt and delete. Okay, just keep deleting for most of this part like this. Sorry, you have to be careful to make sure we delete the stroke, not the shape. And finally, delete. Okay, we need to also delete, we need to also delete this tiny part. Sorry, I just keep making this mistake. So I'm just going to click and delete manually and delete. Perfect. So I have a feeling that this is too thick. Yeah, it's too thick. So let's try 1.5. 1.5. Yeah, 1.5 would do. Now we'll go to the next part, and for the next part I just want to create this one here. Okay, so click and drag like this. Okay, and then increase the stroke size, and I'll give it this profile this time. Okay, and I just want to what I want to do for this guy now is I want to expand it so I can kind of edit two anchor points here and here. Okay, so select the guy, go to expand appearance and hit A, select this anchor point, drag it here, select this one, drag it here, and we can now manually just make everything look better. Yeah, so if we disable, we'll see that we are achieving good progress. Okay, we can enable our path or reference image, and then I feel we should work on this eye. So to work on this eye, I'm just going to manually draw it out like this. Now just hit Shift X for the stroke. Like this. Perfect. So I hit E for the anchor point tool, drag this guy, I just adjust it to make it look better or closer to what we have here. Okay guys, so I'm just going to give this guy a profile right now and maybe increase the stroke size, and then we'll select the both of them here, go to blend. Okay, let's choose blend options. Okay, let's just make them, let's just blend with the 10 steps that we have already set and see what we have. Okay, this is a bit different from the original, but I like it and I'm going to keep it. Okay, like it, I'm going to keep it. So let's go on to the next thing. So the next thing will be this part here, okay, this part. So what I'll do is select this guy, Ctrl C, Ctrl F, and right click and isolate path. So hit C for the scissors tool, come on, hit here like this and just delete the remnants. So we have this guy and this guy. Okay, hit escape, select this guy and this guy, sorry, just select the tool and yeah, perfect. The next thing to do will be to create the blend here, this blend. Okay, and in order to do this, I'll just use I'll use two parts. I can actually use one blend that's from, let's say, a shape that looks like this to this one. Okay, so it will be something like this guy blending with this guy. Okay, but it might not look good, and I can do it in two parts. So I can do from this guy to this guy, then from this guy to this guy, if you understand what I'm saying. So I'll just adjust this one now. I'll just adjust it to look better, and then have it in place. Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of classes for creative and curious people on topics including illustration, design, photography, video, freelancing, and more. Whether you want to learn a new skill, explore a new hobby, or level up your career, Skillshare definitely has something for you. There are thousands of classes on Skillshare on practically any topic you can think of. You can learn from experts in their fields, watch video lessons at your own pace, and join a community of millions of learners. But wait, there is even more. Skillshare is offering a special deal to our viewers. The first 100 people to click the link in the description below will get a 30-day free trial of Skillshare Premium membership so you can explore your creativity and learn new skills. Click the link below and start your journey with Skillshare today. And then let's have one that looks like this. Sorry, let me just undo this for now. So let's have one that looks like this. Last guy here. Okay. I'm going to hit C so I can cut my shape here and delete this extra part. Okay, just drag it out like this, and yeah. And then for this one, I'll just try to blend it to look better. Yep, I like what we have so far, and I'll just take the guy here, give it a stroke of 2, give it a profile, select this one, give it a stroke of 2, give it a profile, and now select the both of them. I don't need to select the both of them actually, it's just select the 2, click and click. So you click and click. What am I doing? Yeah, so I now need to just double click, then let's give it 50. Yeah, and I think 50 should do. No, let's reduce. So let's reduce. Let's reduce to 40. Yeah, and let's use 40. So we'll just expand this one. Okay, why is it? Okay, I shouldn't have used the expand function. I should have just come to blend and then expand using the expand under the blend. Okay, so I select everything and I select this guy, and I select this guy, and then I select my shape builder tool and start cutting out stuff, right? Cut out stuff, cut it out, cut it out, cut it out. And I forgot to make my shape extend to this part. So you know what I'll do? I'll just undo everything I just did. Undo, so as to drag my shape to this part. Okay, so select and drag. Okay, let me just adjust it a bit like this. Perfect. Now I can select everything now, go to objects, go to blend, and then expand. Perfect. Now I can now select my shape here, and also I need to select this shape also, and this shape. So I go to my shape builder tool, And the shortcut for this guy is Shift M. For the shape builder tool, Shift M. So we can just do Shift M and drag like this, then drag, and drag. Then for this one, we just drag like this, drag like this, drag like this, drag like this, and we also need to drag here. Now remember, we are holding down Alt. Alright, we are holding down Alt. We have to delete. Drag. Perfect. Yeah, we're achieving our objective little by little. What if I increase the stroke size? Just make it 2. Perfect, guys, we're doing a good job. Now the next part will be this part. Let's handle this part. So hide the layer, or just enable the layer, and drag, and then draw our path like this. Perfect. Now we'll blend this one with this one. Okay, I need to adjust my path like this. So select the guy, give it a stroke of 2, give it the profile, and then shape blend tool, click and click. Perfect. And then we select, double click, and just give it a step of let's say 20, and okay. Perfect. So I like what we have here so far, and we can now work on these other parts, like the head here and the ear here. Okay, so let's work on the ear, or let's work on the head first. That's this part. Okay, so for this part I just need to create this guy like this, click and drag. And drag, and then just give it a stroke of 2 and a profile. Then sorry, let's just select them instead this time, and I want to just do bits of adjustments here. I think we need to smoothen out the profile here, rather the point here. So select the guy, select this guy, go to object, blend and make. Okay, just double click and give it 15 steps. And yeah, the steps are a bit too much, but you know what, I'm just going to leave it like that. Okay, so that we have some parts being more dense than others. So next thing will be to go to objects, sorry, I don't need to do this. I don't need to use the expand on the object. I only need to use the one on the blend to expand. Okay, and after I expand, I'll just select this guy here, and I'll hit Shift M for my shape builder tool, and then I can start to delete the unwanted parts. Perfect. So I like what we have so far. Okay, and I will just take time to create the next one. Okay, I actually should kind of delete some part of this one too. Maybe hit C and just cut it from here and delete. Yeah, perfect. So guys, the next part will be this part, and we have one of the parts here. We just need to create the other one, which will be this one, like this. Okay, so one other thing I can do is just expand these guys, expand and ungroup, and these other guys, expand and ungroup, so that I can steal one of them or two of them, one here from and one here, and kind of use them for my blending instead of starting to create new drawings, right? So I'll just Control C, Control F, and then Control G to group them, and right click and isolate group. And yeah, now I can edit them. Hit C for my cuts, and I'll just cut here and cut here. So I can delete this one and select this tool, come here and delete this one. Then I can select the anchor point here, go to Objects, Paths, and Join. Okay, and hit Escape. So now I have this new guy on top, which is separate. So undo. Now I can just create my blend between the two parts like this. So go to Objects, Blend, Make. You can see that it's taking a lot of time. Now for this guy, I'll just double click and reduce the blending to, let's say, 5. Perfect. So when I yeah, and I think I like what we've been able to come up with here. So for this part, we will not create anything, and we just need to fill out this other part, right, and we'll be done. So I'll just open my reference layer and then do this part. Now for this one, just click and drag with a stroke of 2, or give it the profile first, and for the stroke I think 2 do, or let's just give it a stroke of 1 because it's not long enough. I'll just adjust it a bit and then create one other one here. For this one, I'll make it long so that I can just cut the irrelevant parts, and also for this one I think I'll just make it long so I can cut the irrelevant parts. Okay, so select my blend tool, click and click, and sorry, I need to give this guy a profile. To select my blend tool, click and click and double click, and let's give this 20, and then now we can expand, and then select this guy, and Shift M, and then we can hold down Alt and just drag to cut. Okay. Perfect. And we also need to cut them from here. Just select them, Shift M, drag and cut. Perfect. And the last thing to do will be to create the parts for the leg and also for the trunk. Okay, so I'm going to do this right away. Select or click and drag and create my parts and adjust and adjust. Okay, so select the guy and give it a profile. And go down, and for this one we'll just Ctrl C, Ctrl F, and right click and isolate part and hit C. Just come and cut it here. Okay, just select A and just delete this one. Escape. Now we can click and we can click and click, and then go to Objects, Blend and Make. Yep, and then we'll double click on the tool. Let's give this 50. I feel that we can even give it even more. Let's make it more dramatic. Let's give it 65. Perfect. So Objects, Blend and Expand. I'll just select these guys here so I can help cut them, so they can help cut them. So just Shift M for the shape builder tool and hold down Alt and drag. Delete. Okay, I'll just undo. Deleted one here which I shouldn't have. I actually deleted two which I should not have deleted. So I'm just going to hold on Alt and delete. And I won't delete these two, I'll just leave them for later. Okay guys, we have a weird look around here, and for this reason I'll just redo this part that's from here to here. I'll just redo it. So just select this guy, delete, select this guy, delete, drag and delete, drag and delete, drag and delete, drag and delete. So I don't like how the part looks, and you know what, I just feel like redoing the part from here to here and then from here to here. Okay, I think that's the approach I took in the original design. I actually did this design years ago, so I cannot remember everything I did exactly. So for this guy, I'll just click and drag like this, and then select everything, give it a stroke of 2, give it a profile, and then my blend tool, click and click. Perfect. Now I'll just double click and then give it, say, 25. Okay, perfect. And for this other one, we can just click and give it a profile and stroke of 2, and also, and then blend them, and then blend it with this one, right? So perfect. And we'll just give it 20, or instead of 20, let's give it 15. Perfect. Now we can just expand, file, blend, or object blend and expand. Click objects, blend and expand, and we can now select these parts and Shift M for our shape builder tool and just delete the unwanted parts. So I'll just hit C and just come and cut it from here and delete unwanted parts. And then finally we have the leg, and for the leg I'll just create the drawing like this. Okay guys, I'll then create the other shape which we use for the blending. Okay, let me just create it here and we'll move the position. So it's something like this, and set the wing guy or the lower guy. And for the lower guy, I still feel we can do better. Okay, I still feel we can do better. Let's just try to create it better. Okay, so select the both of them and give them a stroke. You know what, I'll just shift this guy first to this point, then select the both of them and give them a stroke of 2 in profile. Go to blend and make, and then we double click on the tool and make the steps 25 and okay. And I feel we should make them even more. Let's make them 35. Okay, I think we should make them even more, so let's make them 50. And yeah, I'll just leave them at 50 and go to objects and blend and expand, and then we trim the unwanted part. Shift M, so we select and Shift M, just drag, delete, drag and delete. So I'll just select this other ones here, Shift M, and no, instead of cutting them, I'll just give these guys a fill instead and bring them above the object. So bring to front and give them a white fill, and yeah, now we have them looking better. And with these guys, we've come to the end of our lecture. The next thing we have to do is simply duplicate our design, right? So I can group and transform, reflect, yep, and then we copy. So we copy, okay, and then just arrange it to the right hand side like this. Perfect. And with this, guys, we've come to the end of this lecture, and see you in the next one. I'm just going to save it as elephant art, so you can have access to the original file. Okay, yeah guys, and that's it for this one. See you in the next one. Bye bye. Hey, so that's it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed it and learned something new. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment below. If you want to see more videos like this, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss any future uploads. We post new videos every week covering topics in the fields of graphic design and illustration, motion graphics and video, branding, and more. If you want to support us and get access to exclusive benefits such as the project files we use in our classes, a live chat with us, shoutouts, and more, consider becoming a patron on Patreon. You can join for as little as $3 a month, and the link to our Patreon page is in the description below. And if you want to take your learning to the next level, you can check out the complete course, of which this episode is a part of. And in the complete course, you get access to more than 10 hours of video lessons, project files and resources, class exercises, a Q&A section, a certificate of completion, and more. You can get the course for a special discount by using the link in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.